In this video, I'm going to beat the past of the Marine. At least that was what I had in mind. This is how Enter the Gungeon broke my mind. In order to beat the past of any character, you have to play through each dungeon of the game. Essentially meaning you have to beat the game. However, on top of that, I have to get the materials to craft the bullet that can kill the past, since this is a fresh save file. Before we can do that, we have to play the tutorial.
Give me one, give me ain't nothing like a ball, give me.
With that done, we can now finally enter the Gungeon. And here we are at the first chamber. This is pretty much a cakewalk. The enemies are pretty easy and all the bosses can be killed without needing any weapons besides your starting weapon. Normally I skip all treasure chests on this floor since you need the keys to get to the secret room. Getting to it is pretty simple. You just have to push the water barrel on the fire in this big room shown on the screen, and then you can see where the secret room is on your map. Now this is a boss room. At the end or someone in between your run, you will find these boss rooms, and in them you have to fight a boss in order to get to the next floor. This always changes between 3 different bosses, but in our case it is Gatling Girl, the easiest boss of the first floor in my opinion. As long as you go into a circle, you pretty much won't get hit by him. And if you kill a boss without taking damage, like you can see here, you get a master round, which raises how many heart containers you have. So getting master rounds is very good. Wait. No! So, do you remember how I saved up keys to go to the secret room? Yeah, I forgot about it. Let's go again. So, sudden change in plans. I got a black chest in the first floor. If you don't know why a black chest is good, it's literally the best chest in the game after rainbow chest. So I'm skipping the secret room and going for the black chest instead. And inside we have the reload stone. It's a pretty okay, it's a pretty good item. When you use it, you basically suck up the bullets around you and then turn these bullets into ammunition. And with that, I welcome you to the second chamber. The first chamber is nothing compared to this chamber. There are real nasty enemies in this chamber. The worst being the Iron Maiden. The Iron Maiden is generally one of the hardest enemies in the game, in my opinion. You also have to watch out for the snipers. They aren't that difficult, but they can definitely catch you off guard. This is also the only chamber, as far as I know, where you can encounter mini-boss. They aren't really tough though. I also unlocked an NPC in this chamber, Ox and Cannon. You can buy items and guns in the breach from them, so that's neat. In this floor we can also finally get the first material to build the bullet that can kill the past, the Prime Primer. All bosses from this floor are also a major step up from the first chamber. I got the Gorgon, which is one of the easiest on this floor, which only makes me feel extra bad for getting hit. Other than that, we are done with this floor. The third chamber. This is where the good gets separated from the bad. In this chamber, there's a major increase in environmental hazards, especially minecarts. On their own, minecarts aren't really bad and they can be quite fun, but when an enemy gets in one, it gets pretty annoying. We also got a lot more tricky enemies, like the Killithid, which splits into 3 and you have to shoot the right one. The Misfire Beast also operates similarly. there are always two misfire bees. One being the fake one, which shoots at you, and you basically have to hunt down the other one, which camouflages itself. The Ganzuki is probably only hard for me, but I find them to be very hard to deal with. They basically set traps in form of bubbles, and when you hit a bubble, a high speed bullet comes at you. We can also get the second material, the arcane gunpowder. With that, we're 2/4 done of completing the bullet that can kill the part. But with every win must come a loss. Socrates, probably. You know how I talked about how hard the Ganzuki are? Yeah, they killed me. So, let's do all of that again. This chamber does not mess around. You either got it or you don't. Every single enemy in this floor will kill you unless you kill it before it gets a chance to do so. This is the last skill check of the game. If you can finish this chamber, you can finish the game. With all that being said, I don't got it. Let's start again. I quit.